Hey friends, let's discuss about this specific data which you see in front of you. Okay. This data contains, let me expand this a little bit. Okay. This data contains a product, a date when the product was sold, what was the price of that particular product, was there any promotion applied, and what is the sales. When I say sales, this is not the dollar value. How many of these products were sold? Okay, on a given day. Similarly, on there was another day. And if you look at the filter, you can see the products are from product I to product J, fabricated numbers, fabricated product names. These are different dates, all the way from January to December of 2023. What was the price of the product? What is the promotion applied? And the sales. Sales basically means how many product A's was sold on a given day. Okay. So this sort of information can obviously be generated out of Oracle based on either the sales orders, order management sales order, or the AR invoices. Okay. So imagine that you have already built that SQL query. It could be a much complex report. I'm just showing you a simple report for this proof of concept, but it could be a much complex report also. Okay. And what we are trying to project here or predict here is okay, for 2023 product A, for a given month, the last 6 months, the demand was this. Okay. And the supply was this. So can we predict in future, the next 6 months, what is going to be the demand for this product? Okay. And obviously, Oracle ERP is a transactional system which is going to show you the actuals, right? It is not going to show you any future demand. But obviously, there are modules, advanced modules in Oracle like planning, right, which performs this kind of activity in a much larger scale. But let's say, even before getting into planning, the business wants to do some kind of analysis and they want to use concepts of data sciences, machine learning into this one. Okay. How do they want to do this, and how can we help them as a solution architect? Again, I used to always say that as a solution architect, we generally stop when we configure it, but then we should go beyond just configuring. After you generate the data for the client, how can you use that data? How can the client use that data to make predictions in future, and without going into advanced modules? A regular ERP module should also be combined with certain features which can help the customers in coming out with business decisions. Okay, in this particular example, what I'm going to show you is how are we going to use a neural network program. So this is basically the neural network program. It is using something known as sklearn's neural network, and it's called MLP regressor. MLP is basically multi-level perceptron. Okay, that's what I'm going to use. So let me quickly run this code which I've written. This is the same code, and you've seen the data already, right? This is the data. You can see I can just scan through till the end. So this is having about 3651 records, and these neural networks, they behave better when they have more and more data. Okay, there is no logic in this program. There is no logic. You calculate this much and this should be the forecast. The entire program basically works based on machine learning and deep learning algorithm. It look at the past data and it is going to predict the future. Okay, and like I said, it's predictions can always go wrong. It just cannot be 100% accurate, but it gives you a pretty good estimate. Okay, so that's what we are going to do here. So let's run this code. Sorry, should be in a different folder. Okay, I'm running this code, and you may have seen I'm using Streamlit. Streamlit is a user interface which I'm using. Okay, so this is how. So once this loads, by default, it's showing me the first product, and it's showing me past 6 months sales summary of the product A. So July to December. So basically, it looks into the file. It sums up for a given product A. It sums up all the sales. Okay, for a given month. Now this is day wise transactions. This is day wise. But it summarizes that, and this is not machine learning. This is just like existing data. It just takes the July data, it sums up and shows you the report. That is something we guys have already seen all these years. Okay, it's nothing different. But now it says how many months of future predictions you want to do. And the maximum I have used here is 6. Okay, I cannot predict for 7 months. I can do that, but for the sake of this demo, I've kept it as 6. So if you look at the past trend for product A, in July it was 1762, in August it was 1808, 19, and then again went back to 17. So this was the trend of the product for the past 6 months. Okay, and again, this is actuals. This is not any prediction, but in the bottom you will see prediction. So I've given them how many months do you want to predict. I'm just selecting one for now. Okay, and this is the button which says show predictions. I can click on that. Now it will show me future demand prediction summary for this product, selected product, and it says 1688. And I have not rounded this, but the prediction generally comes with decimals, so I've not rounded that, but it's showing me that for this item it's 1688. Let's select a different item. Okay, and it shows here. Let's do this. Now for this item, based on this, again it shows me as 2093 because it's a prediction coming from the system. It's not coming from the actual data. Okay, now let me go back to another item. Let's say I select product J. It shows me 17, 18, and 17 and 18. Let me see the prediction for one. It says 1890 here. Now let me go back to 3 months here. Let me select 3 months and select show predictions. So it will show me the prediction for 3 months. Okay, and then I've also added some kind of visualization here. Okay, so this is like a trend analysis graph. The blue is the past sales and the green is the future predictions. So this is for the selected product demand, product J. It shows you the current one. We can always enhance it much better, but this one is a very simple trend diagram. Okay, and you can always go back and say 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, and click on predictions. You can see the same information for 6 months. And again, all this is just estimate. Okay, it's a prediction which the system thinks the neural network works based on the logic which I've written. But again, like I said, no logic as such for calculating this. It's purely looking at the data, performing this analysis. So this is kind of a trend analysis, demand forecast which we can do for a given product, and this is a very simplistic approach. This can be expanded. We can have so many different fields here added to this program. Sorry, added to this data, and we can write complex logic. And remember, any of the logic written should not be hard coded. There should be no hard coding of logic. The logic in the system should be just to read the data, perform the feature engineering of that data, scaling of that data, whatever needs to, the data massaging is what they call it. All that needs to be done. And then once that is done, the data becomes ready for the machine learning program to use as a basis and predict the next 6 months. Okay, so that's exactly what I've done here. I hope this made sense. This is just a proof of concept. We can always expand it to further, 1 year prediction or multiple product prediction. This was a simple use case for just one product, and you can expand this idea for your realistic clients. In this example, I have just created synthetic data, not real data, but obviously this idea can be expanded beyond that. Okay, just wanted to show this. Thank you so much for your time. We'll reconnect again with some future algorithms. Next time, I'm going to get into a little bit more on the LLM side. So far, I've just focused on pure machine learning. Except two of my videos which were on ragging a CSV and ragging a PDF. After that, most of my videos were on machine learning algorithms, and this one was a little bit into the deep learning algorithm. The next one I might get into details is something into using generative AI, back to generative AI, like using any LLMs to do some kind of prediction. So I'll walk you through that in the next session. But just to share what I've done so far. Thank you so much for your time. We'll connect again. Bye.